I am certainly looking forward to it. Oh, and it does look as though we are hovering on the Little Mac.
Is Alternis player 1? Alternis. Oh. Lol. I forgot we don't have player cams. So we're gonna be seeing the Little Mac here. I mean, it's Little Mac, so like I'm always gonna be a doubter, but that is kind of the thing about Little Mac players is that they're good, right? You are in day 2 of MDVA Summit. Clearly, Alternis has the chops, so we're gonna see if we can make the Little Mac work, or if we're gonna see the Terry come out into this ZSS.
We have, I mean, so in this game so far, we have been seeing Alternis keeping himself on the stage, which is extremely important for his win condition. ZSS is a very fast character, and Little Mac is too when he gets to stay grounded. Having the KO punch online could be very big, especially against a light character like ZSS. Not going to be getting that down smash as he's able to find the fair straight over it. And the KO punch in exactly the moment that it mattered. Alternis starting us off strong.
Yeah, armoring through that flip jump there and taking that stock number 1, putting on so much pressure here, which, you know, you do come to expect as Little Mac, but I do like that you pointed out Alternis staying grounded because, like you said, ZSS has that good movement, and the way you really can test with that is the fact that your ground speed is amazing. You can just keep up with her movement really off of that alone, combined with Little Mac's amazing frame data to just beat out a lot of the buttons that Silas is going to throw out. Second hit of F-tilt just not hitting there for some reason.
Ooh, successfully finding the up tilt into the dare, was really looking for that up B too. Alternis not going to be finding that, but at 111%, this is very doable for him. Trying to stall off stage just a little bit, taking his time in order to come back. It is going to be the up B, not enough to take the stock, but with KO punch online, this could also be pretty big for Alternis.
Oh, nearly winning the down smash there and then finding the flip jump with that dash attack. I forget, is the Brawler 1 flip jump? Have I been saying it wrong?
I'm pretty sure it's flip kick for ZSS and flip jump for Brawler.
Okay, I've been catching like a lot of Brawler. That killed. Yep. Crazy.
KO punch with just a little bit of extra momentum, and that's going to be Alternis with a 2-stock to start us off. I'm very happy with the Mac choice. Mac has been his strongest character for a long time. The Terry is just kind of for the really awful matchups.
Yeah.
But I also think like something that we said earlier is the fact that he was on stage that entire time. There were only a couple of times where he went off for like a fair or something. He wants to stay as grounded as possible as Little Mac.
Yeah, and that's something that Styles has just kind of been struggling to deal with here. We've been seeing a lot of movement options, but not a lot of like successful neutral interactions. As just Mac being one of the few characters that actually have like consistently superior frame data over ZSS, just snuffing out pretty much everything Styles has been going for here. With a really dominant game 1, we're going to have to see if Styles changes anything up. We might want to see a more patient play style, maybe.
Yeah, ZSS is a character that isn't used to being the slower character on the screen, but with a character as fast as Little Mac, you know, you do have to be so much more precise with your inputs. Great jab actually going to be taking away the KO punch from Alternis, who is not going to be getting the uppy. That was half what I was expecting to see, but the flip jump going to be ensuring some safety and finding the fair straight over that down smash. Styles stuck in the corner, and it's going to be him losing that interaction. The first stock going to Alternis.
Yeah, Alternis has just been running up, finding really good hits, and I just don't think Styles is ready for like any of them. Alternis using the really good frame data of Little Mac to really just dominate all these interaction styles. Looking kind of lost here.
Yeah, I can see him, okay, finally able to get that up B. 50% of extra credit, that is quite a lot if you are a ZSS. And I see, unfortunately for Styles, he is landing way too committally with the down airs and the flip jumps. Anytime he's in disadvantage, that is what you are seeing out of him. And Alternis has sniffed it out like a hound dog. You know, he smells blood in the water. He is trying to find that up B, but it is going to be punished instead by the up smash. Styles now having him in the corner, that flip jump, pressing the B in order to get the spike. That's the first solid stock we've seen from him, and a lead.
Yeah, Styles played that really well. Got, you know, the ZSS combo, pulled the game back tremendously, and now seeing a lot more movement here, seeing a lot less commitment here, and for a good reason, because then as soon as you do, you get upbeat. But I was liking the idea in terms of how Styles was playing in that advantage state there, getting so much percent on Alternis here, just completely switching up the tempo of the whole game, but KO Punch is online, gonna have to be very careful of that.
Yeah, we did see a recall to smash forward with that ladder into up B. Oh, getting the very tail end of that as well. Side B not going to be finding its mark either, but having the paralyzer into that up B, that is going to be Styles taking his first game, and with a pretty solid one at that.
Yeah, that first stock, definitely Alternis focus, but then Styles kind of caught a good win there, was able to convert it into a game win, as we are actually going back to Hollow Bastion, which I can see why both players will like it. That I can't talk. Little Mac does have like some pretty good extensions. We saw Alternis go for like tech chases off of that up tilt, and then it's always nice having a platform against Little Mac, so I can see why Styles would like it as well.
Yeah, we did see him successfully able to get several stocks off of his up B, especially from the middle platform that Hollow Bastion allows. Styles finding the Zair into the down throw. Oh, wasn't able to get the turnaround on that back air either. But Alternis having more time to approach, and actually I love the use of more Zair that we're seeing from Styles. That was something that was missing, and especially if you want something that's like a long sword at which you can poke so that you don't have to touch Little Mac yourself.
Yeah, for sure. Gonna be keeping Little Mac at arm's length is gonna be very advantageous here for Styles, like you were saying. But because, you know, as soon as we kind of stop seeing that Alternis able to make up a lot of percent, baiting out the air dodge, only gonna be punishing with a dash attack though. Was looking to catch the neutral, get up with F tilt. Quite gonna find it as okay. Very smart on Styles, not looking for the up B there, because I don't think it was going to be true. So, good patience.
Yeah, and he didn't want to put himself in a precarious position either. Alternis actually successfully finding that, and you could see Styles held the B button, put himself in a bunch of end lag. But speaking of end lag, that paralyzer from the down smash going to be doing a lot for Styles, and he's successfully able to find that first stock too.
Mac grab, not a move you see too often, but you know, if opponents shielding a lot, there is definitely a use case for it. But Alternis is gonna have to find this stock here, and is just not gonna find it, whipping all of these options here, as Styles taking advantage of these opportunities to put on a lot of extra credit here. Not finding the down smash though.
Yeah, he knows to shield the down smash now. The down tilt at the ledge going to be working wonders for Styles. Successfully able to find that stock. KO Punch is online, but already has it gone 100%. This is not looking as good for the comeback king, Little Mac.
Yeah, I mean, was able to find that the uppy punish, and gonna find another one, 58% off the board off of 2 moves. But Styles still playing pretty dominant here. You know, outside of like whipping. Although Alternis pulling things back, able to effectively pilot this rush down gameplay.
Oh, we are seeing the hit of the side B actually going to be taking that stock, and already at 73%, that up B not enough to take it, even though this is a very light character. Landing aggressively and going straight into the up smash. He is looking for blood. There it is. Not going to be getting the spike hitbox of the flip jump, but losing that stock, and maybe it was a worthwhile trade for Styles. Already 85% onto Alternis, but his stock's not gone yet.
Yep, and to be fair to Styles, I definitely thought Alternis was dying from that too, although the up B is definitely going to be taking it there. But yeah, signs of life coming out from Alternis. There was KO Punch online. Things definitely could have turned sour for Styles.
It was a scary situation. It was a trade that I think he was necessary, or I think was necessary to that game specifically. And Alternis now on the back foot. You know, he has 2 entire games to play if he wants to be able to win the set. And Styles sitting pretty comfortably, and I think starting to suss him out a little bit more.
Yep, and that might be why we're seeing the Terry give a whole fresh new canvas, a fresh new character to have to download, to have to figure out here. And that might be giving Alternis the time he needs to pull this comeback in these 2 games.
Now the issue with the Terry is that, compared to Little Mac, is that you do sacrifice speed, and you still don't have a very good upwards recovery. That being said, you have that kill factor. I think that even though Little Mac has KO punch, it's something that can be taken away so easily. The second you get to 100%, you get go. So you want to try to hold on to that as much as possible. Alternis already looking to take the stock away from Styles with the ledge trap.
For sure, and I agree with what you were saying there. You are missing out on like a lot of the burst options for Little Mac. Terry doesn't really have as many at his kit, but the ones he has are definitely equal to or like even more advantageous to use than Little Mac's, especially that down tilt into the Crash Knuckle. I think that's what that's called. Or not, that's not Crash Knuckle. Burning Knuckle, that's it. I got it eventually.
There you go. We have it. And not able to take the stock just yet, but we have Go online. Missing that up B, but it is going to be Styles taking that Go straight away. 77% though, that is nothing to sneeze at, honestly, if you're such a light character like CSS, but that's why he wants to be able to have these grabs, having these F tilts, anything that he can to try to chip away at this damage from Terry.
Yep, and one thing that I've noticed that is consistent between this Terry and the Little Mac is that these like random side Bs in neutral have been very effective. He's been doing a really good job of just conditioning them. Not that one, but every single time I point it out, they just prove me wrong. It's awful. And the commentator's curse strikes again, and good DI on the power dunk. It means Styles will be holding on to this stock.
Yeah, having that up B is going to be finding its mark. Alternis bringing us back, and with only 32%, this is still very doable for him. Something that Styles has been finding pretty consistently, though, have been his grabs, and especially it's good for him being able to pummel, being able to rack up some more damage, successfully able to make it back to stage. That up air string not going to be doing a whole lot for him, but a nice little jab there, and trying to pressure Alternis even more with this Zair.
Yep, throwing the fair out, getting ourselves established in neutral as we're looking at a very even percent count between these 2 players. You know, Alternis pulling out ahead a little bit with that down tilt into the Burning Knuckle, and Styles not catching the jump out of that ground there. Now this is kind of the worst percent situation for Alternis here because you're at high percent. Now you finally have the go, and Styles not finding these down smashes at ledge. I know that game. That down smash definitely is able to sharpen Styles, just not able. Man, that's not the right direction.
The wrong input on the power geyser. That's so unfortunate for Alternis. But Styles going to be taking game number 4 and punching his ticket in the side of this bracket.